You may ask God a question, and He may give you something deeper than what you're looking at or what you're asking on the surface, so that He can allow you to dig deeper so you can see higher above it what it is you're asking Him. Because when you ask God something, He actually knows what you're really asking Him. Putting it another way, if you ask a question to someone that's surface, but you're really searching for something deeper, then that deeper thing is what's actually dealing with you or presenting to you to dig through to get to. It's not as simple as what's happening on the surface. Likewise, when God knows you're about to go down a road, and down that road is something very challenging and it's full of pitfalls, it's full of things that you may fall into. And for a time, it may seem to access you, possess you, or control you. It's really just part of the journey of going through somewhere to get to somewhere. And that part where all the danger is and lurking is lurking so that you can get to the other side of it. And so you may ask God a question. Is it okay for me to do this, to do that? And it may seem like a yes. And then that yes may suddenly seem to turn into a no or something totally different than what you expected that yes to be for. And that's God's way of showing you, I heard you, I see you, I acknowledge you, and I'm showing you something that's deeper than what you're asking me at a surface level. Sometimes you go down these roads and it twists and it turns, and you in some of those twists and turns end up in a relationship or some kind of partnership, some kind of business dealing, and God knows exactly where it's going to take you. And so He's giving you grace to take this road that may send you on a brief detour before you circle back around to get to where He actually means for you to go and where He's actually taking you to. And so in transition, it's like that. Again, God thinks higher. He looks deeper because what's needs to be dealt with is deeper so that we can get out of this particular place to go higher and see higher where He sits and where He sees. Not identically on His level, of course, but higher than we normally see. Sometimes God will use a job just to get you into an area. Sometimes He will use a decision just to get you out of something so they can take you closer to something. The promised land is basically like the goal. The goal, the ultimate goal is to get somewhere. And so we sometimes look at the more trivial things or the smaller things that matter to how you feel, something that you want, something more simple. Uh, when God's probably taking us through something more serious or something to get through, to get somewhere, which is more of the actual goal itself.